us welcome King Casper to the Yin Yang Master Group. I just did King's Wizio superpower reading. Bro, I really enjoyed doing that, and I really sincerely hope that that reading spoke to you. So, welcome to the Yin Yang Master. Other than that, we look so much at the Sun and Mercury. This Venus and Libra transit is it. This the Venus and Libra transit is everything you were waiting for your entire life. So, I go in and shout out to the Libra Suns. Shout out to the Venus and Libras. Y'all already know this is your principle. You already know what this is about. We need balance. Everything has to happen, and then we balance it. So like this Venus Libra transit was everything you were ever waiting for. This is it. And so, gonna bless y'all with a song real quick. This is actually an open song. The second verse is open. I was actually feeling like I'm gonna do both verses, but this song is getting a remix. And I just heard Dolo's new album. Dolo is killing the game. Shout out to Dolo, the pilot man, on that conscious rap shit. Shout out to Tara Tahuti, conscious street nigga. Shout out to Dolo. Dolo is paving the way on this conscious music. His Flight Starwalker 2, check that out. Like, it's lit. And then the Soul Group mixtape too. I'm jealous. I'm not gonna lie, I'm jealous. Like, I'm about to do a Soul Group mixtape myself. Let's welcome Astra Campau, the Yin Yang Master. I want to get some community. Actually, Master Nuda, Chad the Maverick, and I do have a collab. So when I put out my Taurus EP, he's gonna be on the Taurus EP. I just need to get that done. But I wanted that Soul Group mixtape you put out was fire. So I want to put out a Soul Group mixtape too. In fact, I'm gonna try and be on Soul Group mixtape 3 on his project. But yeah, this remix is gonna be open, and I'd put this on the Soul Group tape. But this song, I want you to imagine I am Venus in Libra, and so imagine if Venus in Libra was like Rhapsody, because she is, and she spits bars, Athena vibes. And so I want you to imagine Venus is entering a room. She's in Libra. And this is what she feels. Everywhere I look, man, everywhere I go, it's like everywhere. All I see is goofies. Talking out your mouth, you don't know what you're saying. When you talk, you just really look goofy. Oh, goofy ass niggas. Oh, goofy ass bitches. Seriously, so goofy. I don't know why y'all think y'all even move me. It makes no sense at all, but hey, it's all I can do just to get through you, just so I can be me. I gotta pretend like I give a fuck about all this bullshit, and I'm not supposed to curse, but shit, I really don't care. I just act like I do. I put on appearances because that's what I do. And I look sexy when I do. And these people acting like they cute. They so ugly. They don't even know the shit they do don't budge me. I put too much syllables, but who can touch me? I'm the flyest there is, and I look at these goofies and they really ain't shit. Everywhere I look, man, everywhere I go, it's like everywhere. All I see is goofies. Talking out your mouth, you don't know what you're saying. When you talk, you just really sound goofy. Oh, goofy ass niggas. Oh, goofy ass bitches. Switching on Instagram, taking pictures. Not knowing who you be flicking. It is what it is, I take distance. Y'all try to associate yourselves with the G. By G, I mean goddess, that is me. You see the peace dealer, but I'm flowing through him. I pull any button I want, it's who him. wanna be, and I rule his chart too, cause he a Taurus rising, he do what I want him to do, he don't even know that's the way it works, so the reason why his heart go berserk is cause I take him to church. And if you know Venus, you better know me. Aphrodite Ishtar, that is what I ascend to. As the queen of heaven, you wish you was me too. Oh, everywhere I look, man, everywhere I go, talking out your mouth, you don't know what you say when you talk, you just really look goofy. Yeah. Oh, goofy ass niggas. Yeah. Oh, goofy ass bitches. Spitting like it's the age of Aquarius. I feel you. Could you imagine an age where everyone can just come off the dome and have a conversation like Childish Gambino? That is literally the age of Aquarius, where no one lets themselves inhibit each other by insecurity. Honestly, I'm feeling saucy, and it's this Scorpio season. There we go. I'm feeling this one. All right, y'all. Astrological battle rap. I could really go like, thank you, Kara. I could literally go Aries versus Libra right now, and I can Gemini that, but I'd rather just spit relevant facts, relevant to the times, relevant to you and I, relevant to what's happening now. I, like AYE, like I was a pirate looking for booty, Ratchet and Clank, that's what I be. Not a video game character, but a character that made a video game from an anime, the lowest unit of distance in the world of Planck, so everything is animated. You in an anime, and it's kind of understated how I play and how we just make this game go away unless it comes back. That was me rambling as a Gemini. Let me actually put this on for you and I, the message and the flow. Venus and Libra is really for you to polish your powers that you've been awakening for hours. All right, let me take a request out of respect. Actually, I'll save that for the next track. I was going to do Mercury retrograde, but we'll hold that back. We'll do that after this one. I just want to let you know that this transit is the one. This transit is what you've been waiting for. It's following the sun. Like Venus is behind the sun, following it. And you are going to realize after all this time of awakening and evolving, you are the shit. You are so amazing that people act like they don't care about you just so they can get your attention. And it's really just weird how they do this just so they can garner off your reflection. Like they really want to hate you so bad because they love you. Like, Helga, you so mad. Anyway, I don't have a football head, but I would like to get some from one who knows what their mouth do. And that was vulgar because Mars is in Aries, but if I say it pretty charming, I might find out what happens. It is what it is, and I'm what's happening because I'm a magical vibration in the North Node on my sun, and I'm saying that if you hear, that's what is playing. Jack Harlow, Tyler Harrow, instrumental. I'm gonna type that in, and then we're gonna get it in. But what I wanted to say is that the actual construct of you actually manifesting your superpowers today is predicate to what your heart say and how it expresses what's within and raw, like you want to smack that person in the face, but Saturn's in Capricorn and will put you in your place and give you a battery charge. So Libra is saying you can still smack them, but with your words, talk about how they think they're dope but they're absurd. Talk about how they think they're cool, but if only they would try a bit harder, they would get there, which confirms that they're not there, which is more of a backhanded compliment and insult at the same time, which Libra is amazing at doing. Okay, I'm going to do this last Mercury retrograde. Oh my God, this is a fire beat. Tyler Harrow. Y'all remember Katya, right? Katya's dating Tyler. We got a Gemini, we got an Aquarius. That's literally fire. That's literally a Gemini Aqua meeting in the Aries. It's something new. You're not. All right, never mind. Oh. Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde. First of all, Mercury. What the fuck? You are making it so obvious that you're retrograde right now. I broke my fucking camera. My camera don't work, so I need to get a new camera. There's messages and conflicts and everywhere, and it's just like I know Mercury is somewhere in the sky, just like Mercury. Forever fine is Mercury hour 2. That's crazy. I'm not a Gemini, I just have my sun there. So it's ruled by a prince of the magic of the air. If you didn't know I'm here, let me spit this rather clear. Mercury retrograde, hope you're hella afraid. Not hella scared, hella afraid like it was a tide that wasn't necessarily straight as I. Did you catch that? Hope you did. Anyway, I'm going to master this really quick, like I was sinning, like I was doomed to hell. That's why Mercury in the underworld, where Hades rules. It is what it is, but if you didn't know, wait, let me let you know. It's in Scorpio, opposite Uranus. It has to let you know how you can change this mindset that you have in this supernatural captain. See, boarding the ship, y'all don't know that I'm true to this. The ones that know that I'm true to this, but I have to say you don't know, cause that makes me sound much cooler. This is what I say, so I'm like cooler. Freezer's brother, alien shit. Super Napoleon, Hitler-esque vibes, I'm taking over shit. And that's cool unless Goku stop me, but he won't because you know I'm Nazi and I'm not me. So I'm just channeling and you have to know I'm really flanneling. I said a whole bunch of shit that's all over the place. If you can put it together, then you know your place. If you don't, then you know this. Processing information is just in space within time. You have to understand my rhyme because I say this and I say that and I say this and I put it together like, wow, that's crap. That's magic. That's that. I go in. That's that. You think it's a mishap and a glitch. I'm just studying like I'm the shit. Y'all be acting like I'm a bitch. Nothing's random, everything planned, predetermined destiny. You don't know that I'm a man, and it's cool. And when I say I'm a man, I don't mean like I'm a human. I say like I'm the archetype of a masculine that's not putrid. Hold on, this is short. I need to go back in. I need to go back in. Hold on.
Snap that bitch up, man. Snap that bitch
We're
up,
not
man.
done here yet. But did you like this video? If you get 300 likes, normally I do a freestyle, but nah. By the way, Venus and Libra is all about artistry. Mercury retrograde, Mercury retrograde, Mercury retrograde. I'm about to change your motherfucking mind. You're gonna be hella afraid. You're not gonna be hella afraid like a tie that's not really tied right. But I used that rhyme already, and so I would rather rhyme right. It's all good though. I just had to let you know. Someone said that they was late, but they early, that's for sure. I be rapping too fast, and I gotta slow it down. And I'll be more in rhythm. And I'll wear my imaginary gown, because I have an imaginary crown. And it's on my head, but really it's my chakra, and it represents everything that I'm gonna spit. Because literally time is rather lit, and it's an imaginary construct. And you know I give no fucks, and I shouldn't curse, but I give no fucks, so that's why I curse. No fuck. Anyway though, you have to know where I go is really just nowhere though. Relative is dimension. Time is relative to like your cousin or your brother. If you actually knew your soul ain't here, then you would never, ever be scared. Don't you ever get mad when I fuck up shit. That's just to remind you this fucked up shit ain't really what you live. If you really knew that, you really have kids. And I don't mean human beings, I mean children, birth from ideas and concepts that you brought to the world. And if you didn't notice, I screwed your girl. Not Michael, Mercury. I screwed your girl with my mind, and now she think about how I'm so fine, and now she think about how she a dime, and now she think about what she need to do. I'm talking about energetic too. You can fat if you want to. That ain't up for me to decide, dude. That's up to you, Mercury. Coming through after this transit, you gon' know that you can handle everything that's thrown your way. This is supposed to awaken supernatural ability and the way you perceive your own ability to actually do it casually and if you didn't know, then actually you're awakening this right now. That's why I have to show you this right now. And this looks like a common freestyle, but I have vibrations coming through my mouth that's activating everything out that you is receiving. And you're receiving magical vibes. If I was lying, then I would die. And I'm not lying, so hi. It is what it is. Bye. And I want to spit more, so I'm going to do one more freestyle. I'm feeling saucy AF, y'all. I think it's this full moon. But it's all good. I'm trying to show you right now. So I'm going to explain Venus and Leo to you. Libra. But right now I'm showing you Venus and Libra because Venus and Libra is the part of your transit where you finished awakening superpowers. All right. We got the blue moon. Once in the blue moon, magical stuff happens. You already awaken superpowers. So let's say you awaken the ability to create fire from your hands. And so you've had your montage. Venus and Libra. So the sun in Libra went through. Oh my gosh, I made fire. And then Mercury in Libra went through. Okay, I can focus the fire. And now Venus in Libra's coming through. I have a new move. Fire blast. Sorry. You see the difference? The sun is like fire. Mercury's like focus. And then Venus adds the finesse. Fire blast. The technique. See, y'all underestimate Venus. Y'all underestimate. You see the spin? You see the finesse? You see the finesse? And I'm a legendary Pokemon. I have a conspiracy that men are Pokemon and women are Pokemon trainers. But now I'm starting to realize that men and women are Pokemon and men and women are Pokemon trainers. But I'm a legendary motherfucking Pokemon. If I was a Pokemon, I'm a legendary. I'm not a rare Pokemon. I'm a rare Pokemon, but I'm a legendary rare Pokemon. So y'all be underestimating Venus. Venus polishes it. So you had your basic ass fire move, and then you focus your fire, and then Venus comes in. Fire blast. What's popping? This is literally what you were waiting for your whole life. Because after Venus finishes out of Libra, it's guild recruitment. Then you're going to see Caleb from YouTube, and you're going to go to the superhuman interview, and he's going to ask, okay, what are your superpowers? And you have to have Venus polished. You can't, no one's going to recruit somebody that doesn't have their powers polished. So this is when someone's going to recruit you to the guild, and it's going to be like, okay, what's your powers? What can you do? And it's like, I'll be back. See this magic stick? I have the ability to make people ask me a question when I pointed at them. That's not impressive. You didn't let me finish. I can control what they ask. See? And listen, Honey Love just found out your superpowers, because this is the point where you're a bit, see, when I said your superpowers awakened, I didn't mean your abilities. My parents are from Nigeria. So your abilities to harness superpowers awaken. The possibility to harness it awaken. You have unique energy at Aries that activated. And so Venus is now polishing this to trademark your own unique superpower. Okay? And so now you're finally fine-tuning the uniqueness of your abilities in your own unique abilities. And Venus is polishing it. Remember, I can shoot fire. Maybe your ability, you're an airbender. And then the sun went through Libra, and you realize I can manipulate the air. And then Mercury went through, and it's like, oh, I can focus it. And now Venus is in Libra, and this is your airbender. That's pure finesse. I'm rocking it right now. Venus is the power up to Super Saiyan. Monica, great question. Jupiter is more so Super Saiyan, because Super Saiyan is an evolution state and Jupiter is an enhancement state. Venus is going to be more so chakra control and balance. So for chakra control in Naruto, for example, you have to use just enough chakra. You can't use more chakra. And that's balance, Venus. Venus is honestly the most on point planet. Venus is behind all the conspiracies that y'all be blaming Saturn and Pluto for. Remember, Helen and Troy was fought over a woman. Venus. So I'm just saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really Venus that runs shit, but it's all good. So, other than that, boom. Thank you, Mama Sita Clarkson. Shout out to those of you who are ready for the invasion, the revolution. This is just sound pollution. I'm cleaning up the beat. It's very atrocious and sweet. I could go into conspiracies, but I'm just gonna conspiracy like it was a verb. Anyway, it's absurd, and thank you for the donation. That is a word. The word. This a channel flow that goes out to you. Some people watching me haunted by alien frequencies and also spies from another land. Men in back about to recruit you. It's rather grand. This rhythm is so predictable. I'ma switch it up, switch the flow. It is what it is, and one day I might have kids. Anyway, it is what it is. I had to go in really quick. Did I really go in or just say random shit? That's kind of the same, and one day you'll get it. Anyway, though, this is something that I had to say quick. You are under a spiritual war. They're trying to play it off like it really isn't on you. The hugest potential awakening in a song. Cause this shit a song, and you vibrate at a frequency all along. So you being played by a conductor upstage, and this is actually the stage. If you a fire or air sign, man, you famous. Expressing this spirit like Amos, but you won't get eaten like a cookie unless you manifest that. And it's supposed to be all that. Like Keenan and Kel, I give you hell, even though I'm heaven sent. Gotta do this rather well, like I was deep and had wisdom that I could keep and express it like Sagittarius. It is what it is. I can be nefarious like Aquarius, and it rhymes, but it's true. One day you'll understand when you're 60 and blue. After your second divorce, like damn, I probably should have married the horse. Chinese zodiac, it is what it is. I know they know me at the sky and where I go. This that non-secular flow. I said a lot of stuff, but if you listen to what I said, I didn't really say anything wrong. It is what it is. I just channel it. And if you didn't know, one day I'm a flannel it. I said flannel just to rhyme with channel, but if you actually picture me in flannel, you're a winner. It is what it is, because they used to see me as a sinner, and you too. We wrote through that, and who knew that we would awaken supernatural abilities to truth through Libra into Capricorn revolution to coup as in COUP to the UN United Nations of we that actually just govern over our people, using rhetoric like we sheeple, giving us rules to lie with. It's all one giant global corruptive monolith, and this sounds too perceptual, so I'm just going to honor this. Master, I rap faster than my brain thinks. That's why it's harder to rap. Y'all don't understand. Like, I start rapping as Peace Dealer, and then the channel takes over, and then I start rapping faster than I can think. All right, other than that, let's go in. If we get to 200 likes, I'm giving you 3 more freestyles, and I'm gonna actually go in. This is just my joke freestyle. If I get 200 likes, I'm gonna be Rock Lee. I'm gonna take off the weights, boom, boom, and I'm actually go in. I'm gonna give you a real freestyle. No more joke freestyle. But that's 200. I need 200 likes. But other than that, let's go in, y'all, because this is literally what you. But listen, I love Naruto. Listen, in fact. Believe it. I don't know where my hidden cloud headband is, but I got the leaf. So I'm Kabuto undercover. Anyway, other than that, Venus and Libra, ladies and gentlemen. So, aesthetic. The science of an alter ego. Thank you, Scorpio Soul. The science of an alter ego. Shout out to King Ralph Marley. Is so important because what this does is it prepares you to. The whole purpose of Libra is putting up an ego identity that now anchors stuff for other people. Think about a superhero. As Chad Boseman, you may only care about yourself. As the Delectifier, a superhero for the people, you know you need to stand for other people. That's some Libra shit, my bad, for the people. But other than that, the Delectifier, really? Wow, my bad. But this is so very important because, you know, what Venus and Libra is finally doing is it's polishing the process of your superpower manifestation. And so Venus and Libra is taking place now to the end of Scorpio. The beginning of Scorpio, we mastered Venus through Virgo. And then 6 degrees onto the end of Scorpio is Venus and Libra. So we're transforming and deepening our awareness as Venus goes through cardinal Libra. The sun is going through a fixed sign while Venus is going through a cardinal sign. We're transforming our energy and awareness as our heart is taking actions. Venus is opposing Mars, it's opposing Chiron, it's going to square the Capricorn energy, and then it's going to go into Scorpio. And Venus in Libra is where you're going to connect with relevant partners, friends, and important soulmates. You have many soulmates. Most of them are not romantic. And so you're going to attract all these soulmates because you're in a pivotal place in your life where you, for the first time, are finally expressing and fully manifesting your superpowers. We know this is true. The moon is on Uranus and the sun in Scorpio on Mercury retrograde is transforming your mental ability to process information at supernatural levels. Your mind now has, every year it goes through Scorpio, it deepens the depth awareness and psychology with which you can function and filter deep feelings within your psyche. Uranus at this stage, opposite Mercury, is applying the electric impulse to process at deep psychological. Some of you guys understand what I'm saying better than me. Y'all have to understand, some of y'all look at me as this astrology master, and I believe I am because I've taken 8 years to grow, but I'm still sun in Gemini. So some of you guys, like King Mitchell, you're understanding everything I'm saying at higher intellectual levels than I can be aware of. So remember, I'm not the guru, I'm the messenger. The messenger sends messages that they did not look at the message. So I'm channeling the message through me, but like this is news to me too. So please understand that everything I'm saying, some of y'all understand at higher awareness, which if you're over Gemini sun, you understand better than I do. So keep that in mind. Okay, this is very, very important because you are real time. In fact, the fact that you're live right now, you're doing a ritual, especially if you have Scorpio moon, Aqua sun and moon, Scorpio sun and moon, Taurus sun and moon, Leo sun and moon. Ooh, imagine if Geminis understood everything they channeled, we'd be unstoppable. Especially if we focused. Oh my God. Oh my God. If I can focus for more than 5 minutes at a time, please don't think I've timed it. I've tried. My Capricorn moon has tried to get me to focus. I can't focus for more than 2 minutes. If I can focus for more than 5 minutes, I would take over the world. It's a wrap. But other than that, and I can, but if I did, ooh. Anyway, your mind Now this is a story all about how your consciousness flipped, turned upside down in life. Now to take a minute, just sit right here and tell you how you actually opened up all your supernatural abilities. Because the thing that's very difficult about this is the pandemic was timed so well, because we were supposed to have corroborating articles about breakthroughs in conscious awareness. You have to understand there's a dark force ruled by evil energies in the second heaven, right? Evil planets don't need to know astrology. They are astrology. They're in there, right? So they're taking human beings as captive and puppets. Y'all are about to get a deep ass epiphany. Not even from me, just from each other. I'm feeling it right now. This full moon is activated. Y'all are about to end this broadcast with a deep epiphany. And you know why? It's the superpowers. I'm about to go in. So especially Saturn Aqua, we're supposed to be looking at news stories of people breaking through in human conscious awareness. But what are you getting news stories of? Pandemics, death, riots, looting. So the media is failing you, y'all. The media is failing you. And this is so, once again, shout out to Spiritual Soul. Spiritual Soul has mentioned the presence of melanated individuals and about how, the powers that be do not want Black people to awaken. If you're melanated, there is force to make sure you don't awaken at all. But to be accurate, this applies to every gazer. This applies to everyone, regardless of color. So if you're white and you have no melanin, if you have a lot of melanin, if you're Hispanic, Latino, if you're Middle Eastern, it's collective. There is a force that literally does not want you to awaken. Because the first thing you realize when you awaken is the importance of unity. Okay? So keep that in mind. So it's a very, 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 very important reason why you're being distracted and deliberately quarantined not to connect. Saturn and Aqua is inducing awakening of abilities through connection with other people, but we're quarantined. So let's go back in time. 1989, supernatural abilities were induced, and the monsters who are known as 90s kids were born. If you're born 1990, you're a motherfucking monster. Especially if you're born in the 80s and you have Pluto and Scorpio, you're a motherfucking monster. And you're going to awaken with Pluto. All of you Pluto Scorpios during Scorpio season, you finna awaken. You're a motherfucking monster. You're a motherfucking beast. I'm a beast. I'm a dog. I'm a motherfucking, you're a motherfucking monster. Don't listen to these people trying to sugarcoat. You're kind. No. Pluto's going to awaken. You have a monster inside. That monster is meant to destroy that which isn't built on purity. Pluto and Scorpio are the protectors of purity, because Pluto Sagittarius is going to create the new world. 90s are the goats. 88, 89, 90s are the goats. The greatest of the greats are 94, 95. And 95, 96, 97, you create a new world. 94 has Pluto in Scorpio, Saturn in Pisces. That's the end of the cycle. Then you have Pluto Sagittarius, Saturn in Aries. Are you kidding me? That's a new beginning. You guys are apocalypse baby. You're going to give birth to apocalypse babies. But you guys were specific. You guys, if you're born 1990 or 2000, you literally were like, all right, sign me up, universe. The world is ending. The world is going to end. Okay, well, I'm going to assist in segueing into the new world. And so if you see people who die, that's because in making that decision to coming in, they were deluded and they got straight off the path. No one purposely makes the decision to get straight off the path. There's no difference in color. We are all the same. You call a dog or a cat, regardless of its color, and also its breed, its category as a dog or as a cat. We are all human beings, gods. Amen. Shout out to Monica. She's a part of the judgment process. Boom, boom, boom. Other than that, all y'all born late 90s, 2000s, this is your world. This is your world. This is not our world. You see all these old people politicking. This is your world. They're fighting to create a world for y'all. But this is your world. I don't think they even know that this is your world. So like y'all are looking at the old world like, oh, we about to destroy you, and that's really us. Y'all are gonna create the new world. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. So 89 came, and that cycle was borrowing on 61. 61 was the last time that Saturn was in Capricorn. And we had Uranus and Pluto conjunct in Virgo. That was the super psychic revolution of the 60s that led to the hippie movement in the 70s because niggas was waking up psychically, seeing through the government. And this is when, before internet, they had to suppress y'all. They had to be like, no. Y'all motherfuckers think this is 2000. Cancel culture isn't even going to be here for a while. We're suppressing the shit. And yeah, so like the real revolution was in the 70s and 60s and 80s. But other than that, had civil rights. Then we had 89 after the aliens then took over, and completely the aliens took over like mid 80s, 90s. Completely took over. So like if you're looking for an alien invasion, these motherfuckers have been invaded. So these motherfuckers have children with y'all, like they've been invaded. It's crazy. We know this because of Cartoon Network and cartoons in the 90s and in the 2000s. And also back that ass up. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? This is so very, very, very important because 89 instituted the triple conjunction between Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Mind you, in 61, Uranus and Pluto was in Virgo. So since then, in 89, Uranus came from Virgo to Capricorn. And then from 89, Uranus came from Capricorn to Taurus. Think about that. Whenever you want to understand scientifically and logically why supernatural abilities are awakening, I need to put this in context because as of now, everyone is supposed to jump up like we're breaking through. You're supposed to see in the news evidence of people breaking through. But what do we have? Suppression, death, bioterrorism. You're literally getting hit with distractions so that fake ass influencers, scientists, and authority figures can hit you with false presuppositions to blind and delude you to the state of the world. So this is the most important. We didn't even get to Venus and Libra yet. This is the most important thing that I'm going to say moving forward. Virgo suns see through this shit. Pisces sun see through this shit. Scorpio sun see through this shit. I have a Capricorn moon, so I know Capricorn sun see through this shit because it's my Capricorn that's helping me see through this shit. And so false presuppositions. This spiritual war is a frame war. Before we get physical, if I can master your frame, I sunned you. I beat you. So y'all are dealing with snarky, I think I'm smart, false narrative ass looking face ass people who will subtly ask you questions. You're dealing with people who put on masks and ask you their superpower is deception. They are good at that shit. They know how to set up a false reality that isn't even there. And so you're arguing with an individual that's hitting you with false presuppositions. How many of you deal with people who ask you questions, they say sentences, and they purposely mislead their narrative slightly in a way to say things that aren't even true? Now you're having dialogue about things that aren't even real. Like when someone walks up to you and they're like, how come you talk to all those different girls, but you don't even talk to anybody? And so that's subtly having you, then you automatically answer, I don't talk to different people. Or, you know what I'm saying? You start to argue that. Or it's way more subtle. You're dealing with people who, how do I say it? You're dealing with politicians and authority figures who are like, okay, we need to address this issue of inclusiveness that's happening. And it's not good that we're dealing with inclusive issues and then they pull some bullshit stats and they get a whole group of people to fall for it. It's psychological subterfuge. It's psychological subterfuge. Word to King Mitchell. So now you have authority figures taking advantage of the authority or influencers of the clout they have knowing so many people don't know themselves. So they're, oh, Barack Obama said that? It must be true. Cardi B said that? I need to do that. And it's like, oh, do you know Obama? Have you met Cardi? You're cute. So like, this is crazy because now you're talking about inclusiveness, and inclusiveness has nothing to do with what you're even doing. These people just made some shit up and people just follow it. So some of you are dealing with people who, let's say you have a healthy, you know what I'm saying, attitude. And then you're dealing with people who are like, hey, yeah, what's wrong with you? Like, I noticed you're not really happy these days. And you're like, what? I'm pretty cool. And you're like, yeah, I noticed your face is like this. You can open up to me if you want to talk to me, and I got you. And then you walk away thinking, wow, this person has my best interest. They're a fucking energy vampire. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with you. And so they have put into your mind that something is wrong with you by asking a question to make you wonder. Now you think, is there something wrong with me? And it's a subtle, psychologically manipulative way that people pretend to look out for you, but they're setting up false presuppositions and false narratives because they can't just, what's up, Jules? They can't just go into your face and say it. So they're going to backwards. Okay, y'all are dealing with nothing but these people right now. The layered illusion. So imagine if you were Truman right now. Are you ready for your mind to be blown? I'm about to prove to you that you are in the Truman Show right now. And the Aqua Transit is breaking out and gaining autonomy. So you have characters in your life who are playing a role. You keep on looking at the characters in your life because as people who control their reality, but you were lied to. A lot of you people still believe you have free will. You do not have free will. You have responsibility and you have relative free will. You do not have true free will. Everything you do is predetermined by you. And so for an aspect, that is free will, but the free will you have is like a video game. You have, in a fated circumstance, the free will to choose how you react to what's predetermined for you. This is facts. You can have free will to choose how you're going to react to what's meant to happen to you, but it's not truly free will. So this is why this is so important. You can choose your fate. To a degree, you do have free will, but ultimately you don't have free will. At a galactic cosmic sense, you don't have free will. This is a simulation. So you do have it relatively to your third dimensional perspective, but it is all predetermined. Trust me. So the reason why this is so, that's not to say that there isn't ways you can like change fate, but this is so very important because you're dealing with people who you think are in control of their actions. And this is where you were lied to. You were told that you're just a flesh suit, but you are a soul with a physical body. And if you're a soul, that means you connect to an oversoul vibration that sponsors your soul vibration. And if you connect to an oversoul vibration, that means energies and archetypal energies from the causal realm flow through you physically, projected from the spiritual realm, playing through you. It is ego that makes you feel you have more control over your life than you do, when control is ultimately an illusion. And so y'all don't even realize that the people who are in your lives that were segmented and regimented by traditional societal norms and family structures to have you accept everything, that the first 10 years of your life had you come in all sorts of subliminal messaging and advertising that you were defenseless against blocking through, that ingrained itself subliminally in your makeup, where you were basically manipulated as a kid by people who play roles. You have people play the parent role, the friend role, the sister role. Well, Capricorn yells, cut, baby. So you're in a production. Leo is the main role. Gemini is the comic relief. Libra is the supporting role. We got the wild card with Sag, and you play your role. And so you may not think you're in a Truman Show, but the people in your life are controlled by the zodiac signs that flow through them. They transcend zodiac signs. You are not Cancer. You are you. But Cancer flows through you. Like you work for Verizon and you represent Verizon. You represent Cancer. This is how the zodiac sign energies are transcendent of you. And this is where we need to release our ego and let spirit flow through us. So we co-create through spirit. It's our ego that makes us feel, oh, I control these energies. I have this energy. You do not have your sun in Cancer. Your sun in Cancer has you. You don't have Mars in Virgo. Your Mars in Virgo has you. It's hubris and it's pride and the Western psychology of human thinking that inverts this. Shout out to Monica. Monica, part of the judgment process, knows that everything has been inverted. Truth is a lie. Good is bad. Bad is good. It is this stage of thinking. We need to return and give the power back to our souls because we are not physical beings. We are soul, spiritual beings. Okay? And when you express that frequency, it evokes other frequencies that react strong. They're weak, but they react to your strength. And now try and attack your self-esteem, but it doesn't do anything because you expose the childishness of their schemes. Keep on moving, warrior. These people are losers. All they can do is hit you with ad hominems, attack to your character, and hit you with this societal normal essence of, I'm cooler than you. I'm higher nobility than you. Let me give you a cheat code. Anyone who ever gives you that energy of, you're lame because I'm cooler than you. I know better people than you. I can use those people to make myself feel better than you. These are weak people. A strong person doesn't need anyone else to put you in check. A strong person will put you in check on their lonesome, and they're looking to build you up. Insecure people need someone to feel better than. And so in your security with Venus and Libra, you're expressing the secure nature of how much you've grown, and it's exposing vibrationally the weak ass motherfuckers. And this is where I'm not afraid to express this. A major facet of this collective awakening is the collective telepathic channels that Earth is preparing before Pluto goes into Aqua and Uranus and Gemini, and it's purely telepathic. And so the vibration you're emitting is having fake cowards act like they're about that life and project at you. The war is telepathic before it's physical. It's spiritual. And so you are having 808 star. I bless you so much. Like the fact that my words really help y'all and the fact that I can help y'all, we are in this together because you have to remember this is for eons an organized plan to keep us asleep. None of us are our enemy. Like the fact that we're fighting each other and warring each other is a huge human body that is cutting itself. So humanity is in a state of mental sickness. We have superpowers. Ninshu, chakra, aura unites us together. The fact that we miscommunicate, spiritual dark forces separate us. So a lot of you are clapping back at people. A lot of you are angry at people. You're not angry at that person. You're angry at the energy that is enabling that person. Palladians are dying laughing. The Greys don't even fuck with the Palladians, but the Greys are laughing with the Palladians at us. So the fact that people are attracting Trump more than Biden shows ignorance on cellular levels. And so we're seeing the dumbing down of intelligence to where it's black and white. And I don't want to get political, but this is where the energy of truth comes in. So it's like a snake eating its own tail. So a lot of you are turning up on people. You need to turn that fire up. You're not angry at the person. You're angry at the enablers and the handlers. For our battle is not against flesh and blood, Ephesians 6:12. It's against the spiritual rulers of wickedness in higher places. So this is what I have to tell you. Venus and Libra is going to last until the end of Scorpio season. It's going to prepare us for war, okay? For people who I know there's this rhetoric that's talking about, oh, both sides aren't bad, Biden and Trump both suck, both sides are. That is not woke. It is not woke to feel that, oh, if I don't vote for both sides are whack. That is not woke. That used to be true. It's not true. That is very ignorant. And shout out to Ia. I'm not pointing you out. I'm just saying that a lot of people are saying this. Oh, Trump sucks. Biden sucks. I don't know about Biden, but Trump does not suck. That's Gemini, fam. So I'm just letting you know, like that way of thinking is not woke. It is ignorant. I used to think like that. I was ignorant. When I thought, like, I'm just being honest, I thought I was smart. I was ignorant. So it is what it is. But outside of that, okay, this Venus and Libra transit, y'all, think about it. Venus in Libra is the last personal planet to go through Libra, other than Mars, okay? Sun went through, Mercury went through, and now Venus went through. It's the last planet. It's the last thing you needed to wait for the superpowers. 89 came through, and Uranus, that was in Virgo, is in Capricorn. Neptune, that was in Scorpio, is in Capricorn. Saturn, that was in Pisces, 60, okay, came into Capricorn, 89. And I want to say 61 rather was when Saturn was in Cap. So the triple conjunction, the causal realm, the astral realm, the material realm. For those of you who know Bleach, the Soul King, the omnipotent force and ruler of Soul Society, lived in a world where the real world, Hueco Mundo, and Soul Society were one. There was no real world. Before hollows and everything existed once, there was no cycle of life and death. Then the leaders of Soul Society used the Soul King's power to split the three worlds into the material world, the Soul Society, and Hueco Mundo. This is a parallel for the material realm, the causal realm, and the astral realm. Neptune ruling Pisces, Uranus ruling Aquarius, Saturn ruling Capricorn. This is why 90s kids with Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, but shout out to the late 80s because y'all have Uranus and Saturn and Sag. That is super magical. This is why that 90s conjunction in Capricorn blends this next stage of super psychic development. But at a collective sense, this is where everyone, regardless of where you're born, collectively started the cycle of manifesting supernatural abilities. That was 89. Now we're at 2020. Uranus, that was in Capricorn, has manifested in Taurus. The inner genius that represents your automatic autonomous nerve system has now automated and manifested physiological upgrades, taking the mechanism of Saturn and Neptune that linked you into different worlds to draw energy physically, and has manifested physically the ability for your body to manifest chakra. Okay, Neptune, that was in Capricorn, is now in Pisces. It went from Neptune in 69 to Capricorn in 89 to the 60s to 89 to Pisces in 2012. This has now taken your ability to harness the yin element of your imagination to convert spiritual chakra and energy to take stuff from nothingness and form out of nothingness. And now it went through Aqua, strengthened the knowledge, and it's in Pisces. It's creating your legend. It's allowing you at a neuro-linguistic programming way to create neural pathways to imagine perceptions and conceptions for synchronicities. Some of you had to see crazy synchronicities just to release mental blocks on what's possible. This is the magician's path. And Saturn came back around. So this is now your ability to express supernatural abilities that are beyond common convention with Capricorn at Pisces and have manifested at your body with Uranus in Taurus. I don't even want an award for this. I need astrophysicists. I need scientists to be talking about this because I can't just be on YouTube being some kind of freaking opinion piece for established knowledge. There's a reason why this knowledge, I do everything I do in a basic astrology lens because I have the spirit of a child with Gemini. And so I don't want to go advanced. Intermediate is Libra, advanced is Aquarius. I want to keep it basic just so I can let you know where your authority figures are failing you. Don't think your authority figures don't know this knowledge. They do not want you to know this. Okay, we need to make the new science, Master Nuda, because this is despicable. You guys are, the people are just lying to kids. So like you are awakening abilities through quantum physics too. Shout out to quantum mechanics. Shout out to quantum physicists, because at least they're, you know what I'm saying? The old science, by the way, shout out to Jeremy Carter. There is a new science that's being birthed. Jupiter, thank you, Raphael. Jupiter and Saturn is birthing a new science over the new decade, a spirit science. Shout out to spirit science, paving the way. So really, 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 really keep this in mind. This is now pushing forward the psychological mechanisms for you to perceive supernatural ability. And so now that we've made it past this next Saturn cycle, let's talk about the next Saturn cycle. The next Saturn cycle that we're going to have is going to be (2047). 2047, Neptune's going to be in Taurus. Uranus is going to be back in Virgo. By then, collectively, niggas is moving shit with their minds. There's technology that allows you to gain telepathy, telekinesis. But why? It's not just because of a Saturn cycle. It's because Neptune, that was in Scorpio in the 60s, is now in Taurus, grounding our spiritual ability to exert our intent as it gained power through Aries. Next level shit. So at this conjunction, mechanisms deep in your DNA are drawing on cycles worth of generations that you've compiled genetic information from your ancestors. Capricorn, Aqua, and Pisces collectively denote the sense of collective mastery that will have you break through consciousness. And so relative to this 2020 cycle, self-esteem is so huge. Dark forces are powerless against you. Do you notice a lot of the issues you're facing are psychological self-esteem issues because dark forces are powerless against you. So all they can do is psychologically make you feel less than. If they can put up this big ass illusion to purport this fake societal norm construct where they put up these influencers and set up what's cool and make you feel less than, you need confidence, Leo, to tap and activating your superpowers. If I have you dealing with depression and doubt, you'll never awaken your abilities. You'll never believe in yourself. And so that's why the way the system, okay, is set up is so that whenever you tap into your superpowers, supernatural abilities is Uranus and Neptune. Uranus is the weirdo. Neptune is strange. They're trans-Saturnian. They're after the system. The way the system is set up, whenever you do anything innovative, you're seen as weird. Whenever you do anything as divine, you're seen as strange. If you don't feel weird, if you don't feel crazy, you're not awakening your abilities. You're supposed to feel weird. You're supposed to feel crazy. You're supposed to sit in that anxiety, and you're supposed to own that shit. And as you own that, think about all the coolest people, from Kanye West to J. Cole to Lupe Fiasco to Elon Musk. These were people who weren't afraid to go outside the norm and create a unique, beyond energy to bring back to society. That's the process of awakening your abilities. And dark forces are going to prey at your insecurity to make you feel like you have to be normal. There's nothing normal about awakening supernatural abilities. You're tapping into a unique sense of yourself that no one else can harness but you. And this is what is going to, throughout this Venus and Libra transit, manifest that bad boy or bad girl. Okay, shout out to Blue Flame. And Pluto, don't play. So Pluto, that was in Virgo, is now in Capricorn. So here's the thing. Pluto will be in Pisces when Saturn returns again. And what's very, very important is when Saturn returns in Capricorn in the 2040s, you're going to develop the abilities to teleport into space. You're going to have technology that, shout out to Monica, people still think they're weird, by the way. You're going to have abilities that allow you to transfer different star systems, transfer to different dimensions. It's going to look like Doctor Strange up in this bitch. But before we get a society that looks like Doctor Strange, we need a whole Saturn cycle over the next 30 years to take our newly manifested supernatural abilities and master it individually, master it socially, and then take this social mastery to integrate it into our collective system. That's going to take 2 Saturn cycles, 30, 40 years. This Saturn cycle is introducing us to the existence of extraterrestrials because now we've mastered our abilities. So now we can see, oh, our spirit guides have been all around us. Looks like these Pisces and Aquariuses weren't crazy when they were telling us this. We apologize. We were wrong. You were right. So this is so very important because this is happening right now. It's happening so subtly. The reason, first of all, you're supposed to know you have abilities right now. And you do. Actually, the fact that you know you have ability, oh my God, the fact that you know you have abilities right now is freaking crazy. Soulmate card. So this is bringing your soulmate, Venus Libra. The fact that you know you have abilities, you're a genius because you have to understand you're undermining yourself. You're in a system that is actively reinforcing the suppression of your abilities. So the fact that you can be okay with the acceptance that you have abilities that are not accepted by mainstream, you are a fucking genius. I almost want to cry. I need you to understand that this suppression is not level 2 suppression. This is high difficulty. You beat a lot of sperm to get here. So the fact that you embrace your abilities, and now I know there's this subcontext of society that actively uses magic powers like the magicians, and there's a subsect that isn't aware that other people use magic powers. But I'm not talking about y'all because even y'all don't even realize you're awakening to the next level. And the obsolete nature of this construct you're in is nothing compared to what we're stepping into. So just be very, very, very mindful. You're being suppressed and you've awakened. So you're about to step away from the suppression, and everything that has been blocking you mentally is going to release, and your power is just going to naturally come through. This full moon is releasing the mental blocks that were blocking. So you don't have to activate anything. You just have to release the mental blocks and everything is going to come through. Brooklyn culture, this tribe is the best. And we co-created it together. I had the privilege of manifesting this with y'all. This shit is lit. This is a limitless currency that we can tap into whenever. So really, 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 really keep Jupiter and Aqua, can't wait. Really keep this in mind. Aquas, y'all are coming up because y'all are taking this culmination to take us to the next level, and Pisces take us beyond, and then Aries starts it again. So this is what leads us to 2020. The awakening occurred. It's very, 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 very important that this great awakening coincided and kicked off with the apocalypse cycle. What's up, Yummy King? Why is it that the supernatural awakening of the potential of humankind is being kicked off with an apocalypse cycle? Interesting. First of all, when I say superpowers, I don't mean that you're going to be levitating. I don't mean that you're going to be flying. You can do this. Don't wait for a scientist to let you know you can fly. And so you're playing yourself by driving. You can teleport. You don't need food. Food is a delicacy. You can sustain energy so that you can live. You can eat for energy, but you don't really need food. Like, your body needs food, but you can sustain it without food. This is facts. This is facts. You're waking up to all this. The fact that it looks like science fiction means that you got duped, because what you're calling airbending, they call it airbending is not a superpower. Waterbending is not a superpower. Energy healing is not a superpower. Clairvoyance is not a superpower. Clairsentience is not even a super psychic ability. Waterbending, earthbending, firebending, airbending is not a superpower. These are basic abilities. Everyone can do this. You're about to awaken supernatural abilities. Omnipotence is a superpower. There we go. It's a collective superpower. Okay. So shout out to Nikki D. So she said she's proud of your Reiki. Even though Reiki is something everyone can do, some of you took the basic skills and turned that into a superpower. So props to y'all. Props to y'all. But I'm just saying, those come standard edition meat skeleton, right? The mind is limitless. It's the ego that tells you can't. So really, really, dark force is big, man. So get this. Why is it that the apocalypse is kicking this off? Simple. First of all, you're not awakening. Like, this awakening is not going to be like the earth shake. Actually, it will be. But it's not going to be like, it will be. But it's not going to be like, even though it will be, the earth is going to shake and then you have this mega revelation. Like, it's going to be a simple activation. It's going to be a simple energetic activation. And you're just supposed to maintain that fire. Your supernatural power awakening could be like, oh, wow, I don't get tired anymore. Or, oh, wow, I had this very super debilitating addiction that I had. Peace dealer, where are my superpowers? I don't see any superpowers. I had a super debilitating addiction, and now I've mastered my addiction. I'm not addicted anymore. Nigga, that's your superpower. You overcame your addiction. Or, I used to struggle a whole lot at waking up early in the morning, but now I can wake up at will. Nigga, that's your superpower. Or, I used to be very, 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 very nervous. Now I'm comfortable. Nigga, that's your superpower. The fact that you're comfortable in social situations, but before you used to be nervous, that's your superpower. It's going to be something so small. It's going to be something so small that you build off of, that is going to have you step in completely to your abilities. Okay? So don't look for the big stuff. Look for God in the small stuff. Because once again, the whole purpose of 2020 was to clear away the blocks to you manifesting your abilities. The reason why the apocalypse cycle is the signal to bring in supernatural abilities. Think about Apocalypse, the movie. Apocalypse was the original X-Men, known as God throughout the ages, and he awakened mutant powers to bring the end of age for humans, not mutants. Here's the thing, though. And then, Hollywood brought the Phoenix, even though Apocalypse is murking Phoenix. There's no way. They made Phoenix stronger for the but I mean, I didn't write the show, but it is what it is. Plot power. But anyway, other than that, the reason why supernatural abilities are awakening with this apocalypse is because this is the end of an old world order based on deception, control, and manipulation. This new world, not order, this new world and age we're stepping into is an age of knowledge and freedom to counterattack the subterfuge and deception of the dark side of the age of Pisces. So it's a revolution. This revolution you're a part of is a revolution of superpowers. Please understand, Uranus and Aries frustrated your societal understanding of what it means to be cool. People think this is what Uranus and Aries in a nutshell taught you. Uranus and Aries taught you that in order to be cool, you need to have clout, or in order to be cool, you need to be you. That's the two different types of people. We're preparing for the dark age of Aquarius, like King Mitchell said. The dark age of Aquarius, you need superpowers. The dark age of Aquarius, we have alien invasions, we have demon possession, and we have vampires. The age of vampires is returning. It's a cyclical age. We missed the last age because of the ice age. These niggas is coming back. And they're within genetics. They're going to awaken in a certain subspecies of genetics that, boom, okay, lichens, all that shit already happening. So here's the thing, though. Shout out to the solar minimum. Here's the thing. First of all, shout out to y'all. This super awakening is separating the wheats and the tares. Okay. Brooklyn culture is on it. The guilds we're doing like this is, there's many arcs that are going to be built. This is one of many arcs that vibrationally is going to carry you through the bullshit into the new world. The arc is a consciousness and a frame of mind. So when the deception comes through and everyone gets deceived to do this, you're not going to do it. You're woke. Okay? So remember, Uranus and Aries taught people that you break through by getting clout, or you break through by being you. Okay? And so the people who care more about clout than authenticity, I would say majority of people care more about how they're seen and care more about how popular they are. Uranus and Aries expose those who did stuff for clout versus those who did stuff for authenticity. Aquarius is like dealing with espadas from Bleach. I didn't know you knew Bleach, bro. Like Grimijo and then Cop would be Aizen. That's facts. So the final boss battle with Aizen is coming through. But what's so very important, which makes sense because of the illusion, Neptune, Kyoka Sugetsu is Neptune and Pisces. That's accurate. So here's the thing. This apocalypse cycle, so many people, and this is why this is very important. This is very psychologically tested. There are dynamics of your spiritual growth that you can't get past if your ego doesn't let you through. And so certain people wouldn't do certain things because it wasn't cool. It wasn't trendy. It wasn't clout tokens. You feel me? And people love to act real, and they are to a degree, but they're real fake. So here's the thing though, okay? You have gotten yourself to a position where the decisions you've made have opened up your ability to receive this. A lot of people are going to get clout. Other people are going to get superpowers. Does that make sense? Uranus and Aries brought out the shadow of Libra or the light of Aries. Some people are going to get clout. Other people are going to get superpowers, or both. Okay, this is so very important. And when we think about, right, all the mumble rappers disappeared quick. Cole was right. J. Cole was right. So this is, but I mean, he's Aquarius. They know. They're always right. Fake them till you wake them. So here's the thing. This awakening is prioritizing those who did the spiritual work. Because now that pandemonium is striking, here's how you know you did the spiritual work. We had the pandemonium that started 2020. It's beta tested. 2021, it's going to come back. Everyone's preparing for war. When the pandemonium, the boys, there we go. Watch The Boys. That's perfect. When the pandemonium hits, are you going to be flipping or shitting bricks? Or are you going to be ready? Like, this is what I trained for. This is how you know you're woke or not. When the pandemonium hits, are you going to be super stressed out? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? No, no. Then you failed. You went through 10 hardcore years of personal spiritual development. You've gone through conflict after conflict after conflict, just so spirit can remind you, hey, I got your back. Hey, remember when you thought you weren't going to make it through this, but you did? Remember when you thought you weren't going to make it through this, but we made it through? Remember when you thought you weren't going to make it through this, but we made it through? That's what 2010 to 2020 was for. So when the real test happens, if you flip a shit, you failed. You are building courage to handle this. That's literally it. Think about everything you learned the last 10 years to gain faith, to learn how to harness your abilities, to learn that even though you don't know what's going to happen, you can make it through. That's to prepare you for this. So that when everyone else is flipping a shit, it's like, I trained for this. Come at me, bro. Where you at? You don't have to be chilling. Here, you don't have to be afraid. And you're going to be one of the light forces that are helping people who are going crazy. Aquarius and Uranus is craziness. And trust me when I say, okay, Nicole broke it down. Next year is the psychotic break. People have already broken. Next year is the break. Everyone's going to go crazy. When everyone goes crazy like they did this year with toilet paper, do you have that peace that's going to have you see through the BS? Because it's this catalyst that's going to bring this through. So the reason why, shout out to Nicole, shout out to Kaizenko, the reason why this is a superpower revolution, like everyone is so distracted right now. So many people think that this is about not taking vaccines or taking vaccines. We have famine happening around our world. We have pestilence, we have war, and we have death. This is the apocalypse, okay? So please understand that this revolution is going to be a revolution of the individual. Let me break this down, because this is not just Venus and Libra. Venus and Libra is the last part of this cycle that's literally manifesting your superpowers socially with other people. Some of y'all have wonder twin powers, and you're supposed to connect with your soul tribe, and we're awakening it. The fact that you're here is a ritual, by the way. This is the full moon. The fact that you're just here, the sun, my sun is on the north node, so I'm sponsoring your evolution right now. And after this, you're going to have a breakthrough moment. A mini boss battle. And you're going to have to use your powers to beat some ass. I'm sorry, to make it through. You don't have to get a battery charge. But this is so very important. Because they're trying to distract you from the focus, putting on cycles of rhetoric through entertainment channels to distract you. The whole purpose of this revolution is of the individual. Ever since the 40s, let's break this down. Ever since the 40s into the 50s, Pluto was the I'm about to go in. You ready? I'm about to go in. You ready? I'm about to go in. All right. So let's go back. Let's go back to the 1940s. Let's go back to the 1940s. (1966) Nope. 1953? Nope. Boom. The 1950s. Okay. Mark your calendar. November 16th, 1954. Jupiter was conjunct Uranus in Cancer. This was before 2010, when Jupiter was conjunct Uranus in Pisces. So for anyone who understands the significance of this astrological configuration, just know that the mid-50s, Uranus and Jupiter in Cancer matured to Uranus and Jupiter in fucking Pisces. 2010, marking our ability to take our psychic power to transcend beyond human consciousness. 1955, my friend, was the very last outer planet that we had in an individual sign. Think about that. The individual is Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. The last outer planet, okay? And what do we know about the 50s? The 50s was when the individual lost power. The 50s was when social norms put gender roles on people to take away people's individuality and started to set in social norms. Why? Because during the 50s, we didn't have collective energy. All the outer planets were in social zodiac signs. This is why we had social revolutions. This is why we had hippie movements. It's because they were in Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, the social. It wasn't until coming into the 60s and 70s we come into collective energy. Why is this important? We have not had an outer planet in individual zodiac sign energy since 2010. Bro, I really hope some of y'all hear me. I really hope some of y'all hear me right now. I really hope some of y'all hear me. 1950 to 2010. Do you now see why everyone started going crazy from 2010 to 2020? Because Uranus in Aries is the first outer planet we have had in an individual zodiac sign ever since 1950. And Uranus was the last planet to leave the individual. Bro, that means Uranus left Cancer, passed every other outer planet, and then made it to Aries again. That means we are going through the revolution of the individual. The individual is like Uranus, like Jesus flipping over the tables in the temple. The individual is taking back power from the collective forces. This is why when Uranus went into Aries and was squaring Pluto, you started to see mad rebellions against the government. It's a revolution. Ever since 1950, we are finally having a revolution of the individual. Neptune and Saturn is going to join this 2025. And the only collective energy we're going to have is Pluto and Aqua. We have no social energy. As soon as the social energy left, niggas got socially quarantined. It's a ghost town out there. People are wearing masks. They're all walking dead. They're not who you think they are. Their mouth is closed. We're not going to have social energy for a while. Now, personal planets are still going to transit the social energies. So we're still going to have social functions. But you're going to see the social energy is dead because there's a revolution of the individual. There is a new social norm that's going to be created. There's a new collective society that's going to be created because the revolution is starting in the heart of you, the individual. That is the hugest thing ever. This individual revolution is characterized by conscious evolution completing a cycle finished from half a century to a century so that you can activate literal life force manipulation and chakra, super motherfucking powers, my friend. And so this is the last thing I have to say, because you are dealing with faux scientists, influencers, and too cool for school people who want to lie to you with half truths and want to put this rhetoric that, oh, you're not cool if you think you have abilities, or we'll make you look cool, but we're going to make it look like it's some fringe group, like it's novelty. No, bitch, this is science. This is the truth. Okay, this is why I get kind of iffy about this, because this is not some fringe theory. This is not some novelty. This is central to life right now. Okay, your hearts are burning with this, and you're trying to be in a world that allows you to express it. We're destroying this world. We're creating a world that allows us to express our true selves. And so trust me when I say, we're not destroying this world. This world is naturally transforming, but you know what I'm saying? Anything that's not building purity. So we have a revolution of the individual relative to this revolution of the individual. What is the revolution of the individual? Supernatural abilities and advanced, progressive, collective strategies to make obsolete current governing structures are being put in place to take over. You need to get with the times here, because you have to understand indigenous peoples in the Americas, unless they were Mayans, knew this was going to happen, but did not know this was going to happen. Indigenous peoples were just minding their own fucking business when Christopher Columbus discovered this motherfucker. When illnesses came through and pestilence came through and killed millions of people with disease. It happened then. It's happening now in front of your face. Just like it happened then, because that cycle was over. Pluto is coming back around, and it's happening again. The current systems and structures that govern this world are being reset. You have wealthy connoisseurs who are forcefully resetting the economy because they don't care about you. You're just a puppet to them. And they're going to get away with resetting this new world into a new order. You are the individual who's going to fight back as a revolutionary to maintain individuality and maintain sovereignty in the face of collective norms and rules that clash with your individual rights. For example, the fact that some of you have to take vaccinations is a blatant disrespect to your sovereignty. If you cannot enter private facilities because you don't have a vaccination, that's fair. That private industry has the right to do that. But the fact that certain people can force vaccines and drag you and plug you is a collective enforcement to an individual decision that you don't have to make. It is a lie to assert that you have to get a vaccine. There is a lawyer in Ontario who is suing Canada, the Ontario district, because there is no scientific evidence to corroborate the mandating of masks. Scientifically speaking, wearing a mask does not make you more or less protected than not wearing one. So the fact that you were quarantined, even though asymptomatic spread of this disease is not impossible. The CDC has admitted that asymptomatic spread is not even contagious. You were quarantined for no reason. You were made to wear masks for no reason. You're being given into this fear thing. Flu has gone down because this is an okie doke. And so the revolution are individuals who band together with newly awakened abilities to not fight against the system, to fight against the forces that threaten your individual sovereignty. And yes, they getting paid. This is a money play. This is all this Capricorn energy. It's a money play. And it's the individuals that are going to hold them accountable. It's Star Killer season, Pluto Aqua. So a lot of people who think they're getting away with it, it's a stopgap measure. They're not. So really, really keep this in mind. You're going to be distracted with war. You're going to be distracted with pestilence. You're going to be distracted with famine. You're going to be distracted with news of death. You're going to be distracted by all this negativity in the news. You need to be focused on your relationship with God. You need to be focused with your relationship with the Holy Spirit. You need to be focused with the relationship with your body that connects the God in your soul and the spirit. And so It is these abilities that no one will awaken but you. This is why you're being distracted. This is why I'm like, what were you doing before this popped off? Because let me tell you the other side of this. You need to understand the witchcraft that goes in to somebody meaning well, putting out information to help people. It's all a finesse. Regardless of you think, if you think you're helping people, this happens every 2 weeks. You see a Facebook or Instagram post, this is happening out in Sakar, Senegal. Millions of people are dying. You need to send this much money. And then social media influencers send it out to pressure you and make you feel like you need to be involved because this is bad. And meanwhile, you've never been in that country. You think you're woke because you're helping people. You don't know what's happening. Someone put a picture of people suffering. Your emotions were triggered and your mind changed to take your money and give your resources. You got finessed! Every time this happens, you get finessed. You all think that you're doing something. None of the money that goes out to these forces helps any of these people. These government officials are aware of it before you're aware of it. They have UN meetings to be like, hey, we don't want to use our government money to fund this. So someone make a social media post so that awareness can be created and these slaves that we rule over can pay. It's a scam. How many people think that they're woke for helping what's happening in Nigeria? First of all, I'm from Nigeria. SARS is nothing new. The whole notion about exploitation with cops has been happening. I'm glad that there's awareness for it. Thank you, Nicole. Does anyone remember Coney? Does anyone remember Coney? It's all a scam. The 5 challenge, like do you get it by now? Like it's a lot of people are still like, oh, is this legit or is that not legit? It's all a scam unless it's an individual doing it, because it's the revolution of the individual. Shout out to Big Empress Energy. Remember when Coney 2012 was amazing? Now they're doing it with SARS. And people just love using African people and African issues to generate money. Like, why is it that people only care about Africa when it comes to exploiting African issues? People only care about the Middle East when it comes to exploiting Middle Eastern issues. And people fall for it every fucking day. It's a fucking scam. It's a fucking and influencers look like, oh, see, I used my following. I used my following to allocate these funds so we can make a difference. You did not make no difference. All you did was send money and give a temporary solution. These people are embezzling the money and they're scamming you niggas. And it's the same thing. And this is how superficial you bitches are. You guys are allocating money to go there, and then you don't even go visit the place to see what happened. You don't even follow it up. You just feel like you did something good because you scammed most, if not yourself, and most of your following. Y'all need to wake up. And I don't mean y'all are woke. I mean the people that's doing this. Gen Z is coming for blood. Y'all don't know Gen Z is coming for blood. Y'all killed XXX. Gen Z is coming for blood. They see how you try to play us millennials. Gen Z don't play that. Gen Z don't play that. Gen Z is coming for blood. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Millennials are coming for blood. Y'all ain't gonna see us coming. Gen Z is coming for blood. Habisha, no, I didn't see that. So keep that in mind. Okay. Millennials are coming in like Predator, like, oh, we seen you boomers talking shit. We seen you motherfuckers talking shit. It's all good though. It's all good. We waiting for Pluto Aqua. We're waiting for Pluto Aqua, Revenge of the Millennials. Pluto Aqua, Revenge of the Millennials. It's a wrap. Anyway, other than that, now that we've made it through into the revolution of the individual, 2020 has cleared with the apocalypse cycle all. And the way you know this is true, 2020 is the year of self-realization. So 2020, you've realized deep, hardcore truths about yourself. But that's because you had to go through 2014. You had to go through that Saturn and Scorpio transit that almost killed you. And you had to accept very deep parts about yourself so that you can come into the self-realization. So 2020 has cleared all the blockages. From Capricorn season of 2020, this is a ninja headband of the hidden leaf, to, of course, Virgo season. Okay, shout out to Christy Aphrodite, to Virgo season of 2020. This is why this is very important. This cleared everything. Now that everything is cleared, now that you've awakened your abilities, now that you've cleared your blockages, we had Sun go through Libra, we had Mercury go through Libra, and now Venus is going through Libra. The Sun went through Libra, and you had, of course, Fire Blast. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Mercury went through Libra, and you learned to focus. Like, whoa, whoa, oh, okay. Focus with my mind. And then Venus is going through Libra, and it's the Fire Blast. Yeah, Doton. All right, so here's the thing here, y'all. Here's the thing here. Okay, hold on. You know I gotta do this right. Fire Blast. Hit you with the spin. So this is connected to soulmates. You have soulmates, romantic and non-romantic, who your superpower is a collective force you tap into. Think Shazam. Billy Batson wasn't the only one. Billy Batson had friends who also said the name too. So a lot of you have superpowers that connect collectively to other people. That's why the social nature, okay, of this is bringing out the energy that activated Aries to Leo, and from Libra to Aqua, it's going to actually express this through. So Venus in Libra is going to polish up the aesthetic of your abilities, and it's going to guide you along the natural path of supernatural manifestation. This is where you actually polish this up. Why is this important? Because when Venus goes into Scorpio and the Sun goes into Sag for the eclipse, this is where your life changes forever. And throughout this transit into the next transit, comment a fire sign emoji if this is happening already. You are attracting your soul tribe. You have existing friends who you're awakening your abilities with, and you have romantic potential or existing partners who are drawing out your abilities. Let's say you're a tarot reader. You're reading tarot for people, and it's more on point than it's ever been on point. But even though you were practicing this, you needed someone else to ask you to read their cards, the Libra social energy, so that through that social interaction, you've realized, oh, I'm fire. I mean, I was fire, but dang, I'm fire. What? That's crazy. Damn. I didn't know it was this good. So y'all have already awakened. You just need relationships to show you, oh, damn, I've grown for real. So there you go. And that's Venus and Libra. Venus is going to be opposite Chiron, which is going to give you the key to breakthrough. Then it's going to be opposite Mars during the middle of November with the moon right before the new moon. And this is going to set you up with the full polishing. By middle of November, coming into the new moon, right? Okay, here's the best part. Right now is the full moon. So from full moon to new moon, your body is going through transformation. Physiological transformation induced by Uranus electrically through your psychology to make new neural pathways that trine to Neptune will guide you intuitively forward to literally levitate and be like, oh my God, I'm levitating. The experience of me levitating is creating new neural pathways because I never levitated before. I didn't even believe levitation was possible because I was lied to from people who should have told me it was, but they didn't know and or lied. And now I'm experiencing it's real coming into Sagittarius season to eclipse my new experience. And now my mind has to reevaluate new neural pathways to get over the trauma of not believing I could levitate until I levitated. And so from full moon in Taurus to new moon in Scorpio is the transformation process. You complete at the new moon. It starts right now. You're gaining electricity. It's complete at the new moon. And then Venus in between is going to be polishing up what this full moon activates. This is it. This is it. It is what it is, but you never could tell. I've been to both places, heaven and hell. This is it. You're going to be practicing your superpowers. I knew it. Oh, shit. I didn't even mean to go reverse. Oh my God, dude, this is the only card that was reversed. That's crazy. No, it wasn't. I'm crazy. Hold on. That's weird. So, Two of Pentacles. You're activating your superpower, the full moon. Two of Pentacles is you having to practice it, practice it, practice it, practice it. It's going to get polished with Venus and Libra. Bam, new moon in Scorpio. Mars goes direct. When Mars goes direct, you finish practicing, okay? Dancing is a very underestimated superpower. Don't play with that electricity. Dancing is one of the best ways to harness energy to use supernatural abilities. That's facts. That's facts. Shout out to Shay. That's facts. The ancient tribal dances are based on this collectively. So collective people draw it up and boom. So yeah, y'all. I don't know. I get passionate about this because this is all about to break through. The secret is you're the key. You're the breakthrough. Don't look for anyone else to break through this. The reason why this is the revolution of an individual. Remember, Uranus was the last outer planet to leave Cancer in the 50s. Technically, Jupiter was the first outer planet, but Jupiter don't count. Uranus was the first outer planet 2010 to come back in. That means you're going to awaken superpowers. Your block is that you're waiting for something collectively to happen. So you read an article that's going to be like, new scientific discovery has discovered that human beings have supernatural potential. That's not going to happen. That's already happened. What's going to happen is you are going to be the first one to do it. The revolution of the individual is in realizing that you have a uniqueness to your soul and spirit that is going to have you do something no one else has ever done. And you're going to contribute that to society. That's the new age of Aquarius. Everyone is going to contribute something that's never been contributed. And we're going to reach an enlightenment era that will last forever. So that's why it feels like there's two different worlds being bridged. There are. And so right now, as we speak, this full moon is going to activate it. Now I need to explain, before I end, I need to explain why this full moon is going to activate it. So you got your circuit board, you got your motherboard in the beginning of 2020. You put your motherboard together. You remember when I was building my computer? From 2020 up until Virgo season, you built your motherboard. Venus and Libra polished up the computer, and now you're turning the computer on. And so the reason why now is the active expression of your superpowers. Remember when before I was saying your superpowers are awakened? They are awakened. You turn the computer on, but the computer had to process and then turn it on. And now that Venus is in Libra, you're logging into your computer. It's aesthetic, it's beauty, it's sight. So now all this energy is activated. You've individually processed it. And now that Venus, Mercury, and the sun are at the second half of the zodiac, the moon on Uranus is getting ready to manifest everything you awakened. And so, yes, this is it, guys. This is it. This full moon cycle over the next 2 weeks, you're harnessing electrical energy to transform your body. Your body is transforming to harness more energy than it's used to so that your mind can process the harnessing of life force energy and electricity. I want you to look up a video of an individual who shocks people for, what do you call the pins? When you put pins on people, it's a certain type of therapy. Well, I don't know if y'all have seen this video, but it's acupuncture. It's an individual who channels electricity to people for acupuncture. It's an ancient technique. It's Nen. It's life force. This person put his hand on the acupuncture, and the lady felt the electricity, like, oh, because he was channeling electricity. This person took a piece of paper, and on camera, he puts the piece of paper on his hand and he burns it, and fire starts burning. Yes, Mayrain, you've seen it. Same guy that can light paper on fire. I saw that and I was like, we're here. We're here. This is ancient techniques that have been suppressed. This is Nen. What did he say he did? He said that he activated the yang part of his soul with the yin part of his soul that connected like a battery, okay? Oops. Disney, go away. I just played myself, guys. Hold on. Okay, you see this battery right here? This battery is not going to work if this isn't here. Why? This battery isn't working. Why? Because you need the poles, okay? His body was like an electric silo. And so everyone can do this. It is trauma, and it's the way we're conditioned that blocks our ability for our body to conduct life force energy. So him putting that fire to the paper was him uniting the poles, the yin, the yang that comes from the air, and the yin that's grounded to the earth, coming through your solar plexus. He converted that into electricity and into fire. Nigga, Naruto is real! Naruto is real! He connected the spiritual and physical energy. Naruto, he molded chakra. The nigga did a fire sign and converted his chakra into fire. The nigga did a lightning style and converted it into lightning. It's real. This shit is real. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. This shit is real. He converted it. That's not even a superpower. That's not even a superpower. And I was running like this in high school before Naruto. So I'm a real ninja. Anyone who knows me from East Brunswick High School, I was that nerd with the big ass backpack. I could have put my books in my locker. I was stupid. I don't know why I didn't do that. And I'm just walking with a big ass backpack. But it's all good. This is real. He connected the poles and he channeled it. And so now that your body has gone through DNA releasing with March 21st, integrating that releasing into the changing of your body right now with the full moon is connecting those poles. You're going to break through in that. Whew. Thank you, Damien. And I want to send y'all the link to this. There we go. Qigong master demonstrating qi. Qigong master demonstrating qi. There we go. There we go. This is it. The reason why it's so important that this is a Qigong master is Qigong. I have met a real Qigong master. Rest in peace. He was a Libra male. He was in El Paso. The dude was real. He's like, I don't even teach police officers because I don't teach you guys textbook moves. I teach you guys street moves. So I don't even teach police officers because I don't want them using this on people. And he knows how cops do. So it's crazy. This dude gave me a knife and told me to cut his hand. And he was showing me, he wasn't telling me like, this is what Qigong does. I love Libra, bro. He was like, take this knife and cut me with it. And he was showing me the benefits of Qigong, internal breathing. And I was cutting him and it was not cutting him. And he's like, this is Qigong because you do internal breathing exercises that strengthen your body. And I'm like, no cuts. Dude was nice. Dude was nice. Dude was nice. He was dating a Capricorn woman that was like 30 years younger. You know how Libra do. You know how Libra do. Dude was nice. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. So like, you know, I met the sensei from Kill Bill, except he was Libra cool. He wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? He kind of beer with you. So this is the thing though, like, you know, you're about to find your unique way of doing this. The reason why the energy pole is important is because when you control the force electrons in your body, you can thicken what is called your fascia. Once you connect both poles, you're going to take the next 2 weeks to master that. Then we step into Sagittarius. Thank you, Habisha. And you're going to come into the experience of now how you express these abilities. But first is energy. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Why do you think they had everyone chanting "I can't breathe"? I know how Cap do too. Let me leave you with this, okay? Thank you, King Capper. I know you guys. I know I come off as the guru archetype, but the teaching is learning, and learning is teaching. So trust me, I am your humble messenger, your noble messenger. I'm giving you the messages knowing that you're taking this to the next level. I'm not trickling information from the top to the bottom. I'm not looking down at y'all like, learn this. I am a messenger giving you divine info because you're going to do greater stuff with this. Trust me, I honor this messenger archetype. So this is so very important because you're activating the poles to give you the energy. There's power, energy, and magic. Before you actually, I got you, Ralph. Before you actually express the abilities, you need to charge your energy. So look up your Saturn and Capricorn homework is to look up Qigong Master Demonstrating Qi. I'm going to put the link to that video in the comment section below. Your Uranus and Taurus homework is to spend this full moon figuring out how to unite both poles. That is your key to harnessing your life force. Spend as much time. Even if you don't break through, I'm gonna just start practicing Qigong. Even if you just start with breathing exercises, unite the yin and yang. For those who would like a reading, I have a mega sale until February 11th. My reports are $50 and my consultations are $100. If you want to know your superpower, go to the link below for Wisio. I got you on that too. Hit up King Casper. He'll let you know how the superpower reports do. I just did his, okay? And I'm going to put the link in the description, Queen of Hearts. I got you. I'm going to put it in the comment section below after this video is done, okay? So other than that, holla at me on my website if y'all want readings. And this full moon is going to activate the energy, okay? And for any recommended exercises, start with breathing, diaphragmatic breaths, and look up Qigong 101, learn some forms. What you want to do is you're intuitively going to be keyed in to how to harness the electricity of your soul, okay? Celestial Drip, go to wisio.com. If you look at my description box, you'll see the link to that. Okay, Wisio will give you the superpower report. So Venus in Libra is going to polish abilities that you quicken yourself to. And It's also, now that we've got the superpower aspect of this, once Venus in Libra is going to help you master your abilities. Once you have that, shout out to the Wim Hof method. I got to do that for sure and not just say I'm going to do that. With Venus in Libra, once you have that part down, the reason why you need that, this is a prerequisite to manifest your soulmate relationships. You're going to come, Venus in Libra is the balancing. Thank you, Shopback. The reason why I titled this peace talk, or the reason why I titled this broadcast Redefining Dignity, everything that I said about Venus and Libra right now was to prepare for Venus and Libra. We're 2 hours in and I didn't get into Venus and Libra. Okay, so everything about Venus and Libra is dignity party. This is a rare configuration. Let me prove to you that superpowers are coming online now collectively, for real, okay? This configuration will never happen again, by the way. This configuration will never happen again in years, at least 30 years. And still then it's not going to happen. So Venus and Libra, the prerequisite to master Venus and Libra is to master your abilities. Because once you master your abilities, Venus and Libra is going to take this newly polished sense of your alter ego. If Mars in Aries and Venus in Aries was when Peter Parker got bit by the spider, Venus in Libra is when Spider-Man has the costume and is taking pictures with fans like, hi. Venus in Libra is when he goes upside down, takes the costume up, and makes out with Mary Jane, the finesse. Okay, so your mastering of your abilities is going to directly connect you with the soulmates that mirror your abilities, with the soulmates that are in your soul tribe. And so it's a dignity core. This is the first time in a long time. And look up mudras. Mudras are your friend. Definitely pick a mudra and just meditate on it for 20 minutes. They are exactly like jutsus. Okay. Thank you, King Casper. So this is the first time ever in a long time we have Aries in its dignity, we have Saturn in its dignity, and now we have Libra in its dignity. And so it's a dignity court. Libra showed up late to the party. Mars is like, hey, you lucky you bad. Because it's a sausage fest up in here, and you lucky you bad. Because like no one else is showing up fashionably late, Libra, and no one not care. Like you lucky you gorgeous. You lucky we came for you. And like that's the only way. Yeah, that's the only way you getting away. We're coming so late. So here's the thing. Because now all these energies are in a dignity, and it's important. Oh my God, dude, this is it. Think about the fact that Mars had to be retrograde so it can wait for Libra, Venus to get to Libra. I want you to mark this date in your calendars, my friends. It's going to be the most significant date. November 5th, 2020. November 5th and November 6th. November 5th and November 6th, we're going to have the event. Okay, it's all happening now, but November 5th and November 6th, we have Mars in its dignity, we have Saturn in its dignity, we have Venus in its dignity, and we have the moon in Cancer, November 5th, November 6th in its dignity. Do you know what that means? In order, and Neptune is in its dignity. We don't even have to count Neptune, but we have to count Neptune because actually Neptune is a major facet of how all this is going to play out. So good looks, Mitchell. We have Neptune in its dignity and all the cardinal signs. In order to really understand how important this is, I want you to research the last time we had this. And I want you to research the next time we're going to have this. You're not going to find a date. Think about that. Humanity is going through such a change that Aries is back in its sign, Saturn is back in its sign, Neptune is back in its sign, the moon is back in its sign, Libra is back in its sign. What Libra in Venus means is the polishing of your raw identity in order to express this socially in ways that bring out yourself artistically. Aries is the raw talent. Libra is the artist. You polish energy you spark in Aries through Cancer to gain sincerity aligned with integrity. And then you go into Libra where it's balanced. And so Libra is actually the last part of the process, because after you come into all this energy, it's all integrating in Virgo and balancing in Libra. Thank you, Allison Peak. Okay. So really, 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 really keep that in mind. Make sure y'all hit up. I don't think y'all, I have astrology webinars, by the way. For those of you, I haven't really promoted those, but make sure y'all hit the webinar tab in my playlist. It'll hook you up. Okay. I go in on those. So other than that, this is a dignity court. When you have dignity in your chart, a lot of people don't have dignity because they don't have dignities in their chart. Dignity is real energy. We are redefining what dignity means in our lives. We are redefining the individuality. Thank you, King. We are redefining the individuality of our beings. And so there's counsel being held. The fact that we have, remember, the cardinal signs are the signs of power. So power is being reset. Why is power being reset collectively with Neptune and Pisces? It is this dignity redefinition that's going to be the trigger for superpowers to manifest. And I hold that on everything. I put that on everything. I put that on everything. November 5th, November 6th, we're going to have a grand water trine with Neptune in Pisces, Moon in Cancer, I can't make this up, and the Sun in Mother effing Scorpio. So Pluto Scorpio, you up next, baby. You up next, Pluto Scorpio, because y'all are about to have Pluto in your dignity during that day too. Shout out to Uranus and Aquarius, the late 90s. Y'all about to have that too. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. So this is it. This is it. Aries is sparking that power. Cancer is having you feel your own unique sincerity. Venus is polishing it because it's going to be opposite Aries. And Saturn is establishing to your higher self. Boom. Time is running out. You all had time and you procrastinated. Only a few did the work. And don't be over perfectionist about, did I do it good enough? Did you show up every day? If you showed up every day, you lit. If you didn't show up every day, start showing up every day. You'll be good. Just start showing up every day and you'll get what you put in. Boom. So I've procrastinated in some areas too, but we're going to get back in. Okay. So really, really, really keep that in mind. It's not too late. Too late. Let me tell you the official too late. Too late is the end of Scorpio season. Too late is 2021. If by 2021 you're still procrastinating on what you have to do, it's too late because war is going to hit and you're like, fuck, I forgot to work out. I forgot to get I saw a sign out there. Like earlier, I was like, damn, I'm going to have to get my 45 Magnum caliber. And then moments later, I saw a sign like, get your concealed carry permit license. It's time. And it's like, oh, y'all motherfuckers aren't hiding. Like even advertisements are like, you better hurry up. Something's about to happen. So shoot, shout out to Jeremy Carter. That's perfect. So other than that, y'all be straight. This isn't about fear. This is about empowerment. I just kind of want to leave you with that. Mars in Aries, Saturn in Cap, Moon in Cancer, Venus in Libra, Neptune in Pisces. There's a lot of agents in the community, but this is where you counterattack because now this cardinal, remember, cardinal signs are power. This power is going to align your uniqueness to divinely transcend in Neptune and Pisces the true character of your higher self. This is an activation. Guns are not the answer, but nothing wrong with some self-defense. And I truly do believe that, Damien. If you do the work, guns aren't the answer. I truly do believe that. So other than that, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Really, I'm gonna leave the link to check out the video. And other than that, I promised 3 freestyles. I'm gonna give you 3 freestyles. John Talbane. Oh. It is what it is, and do what it do. I hope you know it's coming soon. Revolution, innovation is pollution. Coming to an end, and this is the end to a new beginning. And I normally don't near rhyme or reach like that, but I'm reaching revolution like that. Revolution coming soon, it's like that. Hope you're ready when the war comes, cause the war is on. It ain't coming, it's already here. Maybe make it clear, said it ain't coming, it's already here. But what's coming actually near, and it's huge, like my DICK. I hope y'all know this revolution turning a new page. I hope y'all know what y'all already know, but don't deny it when other people who don't believe it make you feel less cool, so you hold it in. This revolution we don't believe in, said we revolution in everything we do, cause everything we do innovative and cool. I ain't freestyling, I'm just channeling. I ain't rapping, I'm just flanneling. I'm just speaking out what's happening. We call it the truth, that's the experience for the youth. And it's childish, and I'm childlike, and I'm going in like a Klondike. Yeah, I'll do anything for what I got. And I'm going in because I'm literally everything you're not. Revolution is going in, innovation. I'm going to sin like I did rebellious in going out. It is what it is, but this without a doubt. And I said I'm going in, but what happened when I go out? I'ma shut it down. Revolution for the town. And it's really, really, really going down. Corporations, news stations, trade papers. Should have said newspapers and train stations, but news stations and train papers, because I just trade papers. I'm having sex with money. It is what it is. It's not even funny. I don't love it, but I'm a dummy. Anyway, though, I'm gin rummy, winning the game. Life's a game. It's an illusion, too, but it's kind of like fame. It's here today and then gone tomorrow. Everything is really tomorrow, all happening now, because time really just a construct. And revolution awesome. And it's coming quick, too. Let me switch the beat real quick, too. It is what it is, that's what it do. It is what it is, that's what it do. Oh, that was fun, too. All right. The thing, God's in it, I put goddess in it. You know my jewels made of narcissism. I'll be ballin' like Holiday and make the sky just be falling, nigga. You think I'm more work than I work? You think I'm more work than I work? Hey, shot back, I have a whole EP, bruh. Check me out. RhymeSkeem and the Peace Deal. I used to snapbacks and polos, fly kicks everywhere. Welcome to the dojo. Respect here is everything. I made it on my dolo. Get these guys about the photo. Hey, First they take your guns, then they take your speech. Then they lie to you and tell you that you're free. One day you'll know that it ain't really what it be, or what it seems, whatever be. It is what it is, I'm going in a different way you ain't used to. Shout out Lebanon, Don Beats too. And you know what it is, unless you don't know what it is, you about to know what it is. Anyway, what it is ain't really anything but just the moment of your experience. And this shit's so delirious. Technically, you hallucinate your conscious reality. Everything that you see ain't really what it seems. Let me make sense of that so you know what it be. Everything you see is relative to your space and time that already traveled out of your pace. So what you see really just a dream. Everything you spit just lines out of scene. When life feels cut, that's when you die, and the life that was let go back to the sky. Anyway, your soul is here on the journey, the road that we are. This I was gonna rhyme with Gurney, but let me not be lazy with my lines. I'm actually gonna let my soul channel inside this time. Okay, sorry guys, the peace dealer thinks that he's me, so he tries to flow, not letting me know that he needs to let me go and let go, because he tried to control everything. This moon is in Capricorn, he wants to control everything. I'ma put you on blast, really just laugh. I'ma have to go in and stunt on this dumb ass. Hold up, this a hold up, let me hold up. I take a peace dealer ransom. This ain't really a channel, this an alter ego spazzing. Whatever though, I had to change up the flow with my flow. I had to change up the flow with my flow. Interchangeable, if you didn't know, now you know. This is energy that I give freely. First they take the guns, then they take your speech, then they teach you stuff that's lie and tell you that it's preaching, but they just reaching. Anyway, though, I gotta say something that I never said. In my head, I be getting head. It's crazy, it's an unconscious thought I'm not even conscious of, but constitutes what I'm not and gets in the way of being me. Unconscious spazzing. If you didn't know, I'm conscious and spazzing. One's an oxymoron, the other's a contradiction. I'm walking for both Gemini affliction, but it's not really affliction, it's a blessing. I'm just gonna say blessing, so it rhymes with affliction, but it is what it is. Metacommunication is my specialty. It's communication about communication, and I majored in communication, and I got my bachelor's there too, which is just so stereotypical of what Geminis do. And I have the moon in Cap, which would have been the minor in biz, but I didn't really handle my biz, so I dropped the shit. All right, one more. Perfect. Woo! Do you want to live forever? Oh, I know exactly what to play. I'm tripping. Oh, God. Y'all about to hate me. Actually, y'all about to love this, so I'm tripping. All right, I'm about to bring my homegirl. How many of y'all want to see? This one is to you Libras and Tauruses. I'm going to bring my homegirl out. This one's for Venus. This one's for Venus. Venus is about to murder this. Oh no. Oh shit. I got you, peace dealer. I do this for y'all. Remember, I do this for y'all. See, our hair flip dope, cause my wet ass know. And I hair flip right because I got that no. And I hair flip left because I got that no. I ain't talking about nose. I'm talking about K-N-O-W because a lot of people don't know stuff. And it is what it is. See my hair, see my tits, see my ass, see my lips. And I know I'm the shit. People pass me by and they stare their heads like I knew she was bad in the head. Like I be going in and I just swim in the sea of expectations, make their heads spin. And I'm spitting bars and I'm riding in cars. And yo, baby daddy trying to take my ass to Mars. But my ass too big, telling me gotta pay for tits. Cause I'm a little flat and I just wanna juggle them shits. I don't care if I have surgery, bet I'm still good with it or without it. I don't care, I'm just about it. And I get to the bag, your girl and your dude trying to get my ass a bag, double team me in the coop. And I ain't a hoe, but I do some hoe activity. And it's all good, cause I got that super big titties. Even though I said you should pay me, it is what it is, cause you can't slay me. And I got them peaches, and I got them buns, and I'll lay it on you, but not for fun. I need that Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, all that everything. Now, you got to make it rain so I can make it count. Milk them titties out, milk them out. Do what it is, I do it on my mouth. And it is what it is, and I'm just mumbling a bit so it sounds like a flow. And other rappers do it and they get famous, so I should get away with it too. Ooh, oh yes, blue, blue. And it is what it is, though. You can get it later. I'ma get in, ooh, ooh. And I got that flow and that finesse. And I let you know when I shake my hips, I be the best. And I'm chilling with this wet ass Mercury. And I'm going in with this retrograde ass Mercury. And I'm pissing people off with this retrograde ass Mercury. And people don't know what's happening with this retrograde ass Mercury. And people trying to hate me like they think they even know me. And they know you just a jabroni. And hold on, let me get you some. I'm solid like The Rock with the platter biz. And I'm like, what's your name? It doesn't matter what your name is. If you don't get that, you too young for me, yo. I'm going in, I go in, it's like, whoa. And I ain't threatened by my sexuality or no principalities. This ain't something that has to be crazy. I'm just being crazy and a little bit lazy. Because I didn't really work on presentation. Sorry. Let me get the peace dealer back. Okay. That was serious. Woo! Yeah, a lot of people think we look alike. That wasn't me. That was my friend. A lot of people think we look alike. Other than that, you know, that's your transit talk. Man, she laced y'all with the fire bars. She murked me. That's crazy. So other than that, thank you, Benaboo. I'm going to end this reading, this transit talk here. And yeah, I am opening the space for live readings. I see we have Aaron McDonald. Nice. Aaron, I'm going to assume you set this for the live readings. I want to make sure it wasn't for... No. Oh, no, it wasn't. Okay. So I got you. Okay. Aaron, nice. Let's see. And then we got Jules. So I'm going to start with Jules Kane. So we're doing... Oh, no. We got Carrie Ann Pearl, too. So we're going to start with Carrie Ann. Nice. I'm just going to be pulling a romance oracle card. Okay. So other than that, I want to pull one card for everybody. Thank you, Nora Da Vinci. This card wanted to fall out. We got the Three of Wands. The blindfolds are going to be released. For those of you who feel stuck, that's because new action is going to open up the way. It's like a small shift in your direction that's going to move you forward. Huh? Okay, so we got the Sun card. Happiness. You're going to step into happiness. The happiness that comes with stepping into your true individuality. Okay? And you're going to be celebrated for who you are. So many of you have had to deal with defending who you are. You're really going to be massively celebrated for just that. Ooh, wow. All right, Carrie Ann, let's go. Yes, $20 at PayPal or Super Chat. Either is fine. 20 minutes. So, Carrie Ann, I'm going to pull two for you. We have let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally, and it is safe for love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And I'm also going to put passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So next we have Jules Kane. Shout out to Jules. Jules, we have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. And we also have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So this is a bonus card because we do see the soulmate and the getting to know each other. So this could be someone new or this could be someone existing. I feel like this is someone existing, but if not, it's someone you're coming into with this Venus and Libra transit. So King Casper. We also have past life relationship. You have known each other before. And that comes with soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Okay. Next, we have it to it. And I'm going to get to the PayPals. It to it. We have it is safe for you to love. A lot of past life relationships. Yes, you can pay your PayPal. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And past life relationship. You have known each other before. Interesting. So we have Aaron McDonald. I'm going to give you two. I'm going to give you three, rather. So we have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. But we also have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And I feel like you're the one who is turning down someone. And we have this could be the one. Wow. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So you want to apply playfulness to the situation. But I feel like the unrequited love is speaking of someone who you're probably going to turn down or someone who is existing, because if it's talking about an unrequited love you're dealing with, then you're going to connect with who you're actually meant to be. And whoever you could be playful with will really let you know which is which. But I don't feel like you're going through not knowing who's who. I feel like the unrequited love is more of an energy, but we do have this could be the one, and playfulness. The key is definitely playful. Cast space. We have heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And you want to lead forward with this. And then we also have make the effort. Thank you, Alana. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. So make the effort to spark heart-to-heart conversations, and it's going to really serve you well. Shout out to Jewel Star that got a live Saturn return. Awesome. Menachem Friendlander. Nice. Mena. Or Ashley. For those who want a live reading, hit the description box below for instructions, okay? Miss Friendlander. Wait, that's you? Oh, Jewel Star. Awesome. Good looks, bro. Good looks, bro. So for Miss Friendlander, we have love yourself first. Very Aries energy. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay. And we also have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual beliefs. Star is your actual last name. Oh, good to know. That's awesome. That's really good to know. So next we have Christian Garcia. Christian, we got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And also finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. But I don't see this as issues. I feel like you're going to attract someone who you have emotional and financial chemistry with. I feel like your chemistry is going to be developed more so through the financial or projects you open up. And this doesn't have to be romantic too. That you'll find this in other relationships. But all these cards are supposed to be romance indicators. Alana. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And we also have reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to you. Okay. This could be someone you meet newly who you have a past life connection with as well. Emerald Sequoia Rose. Alana, you know what's up. You know what's up. That's what's up. All right. So we have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And free yourself. In order to recognize this individual, it's time to take back control of your life. Whew. Ultimatums. Ultimatums. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And we also have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. You may be dealing with someone who's closed off to you right now because it's still too soon. So just let divine timing take over. There will be enough, but right now there's still unseen factors that need to go around who you're going to. These could also be unrelated too. So this could be also you being unrequited love for someone else. Garlandia Ford. Garlinda, I'm not answering personal questions. I'm just going to do romance oracle cards, but I will pull a tarot card for you. So we do have playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So you want to have a playful connection with someone you're getting to know and not take things too seriously. And as far as what happened to that Twitter instance, we do have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So this individual might have felt, okay, when your tweet got deleted. So this is the celebrity. This is the celebrity. This is you. And I mean, they still watching you. So I don't know what deleted it, but if you got screenshots, I don't know the context. Perhaps maybe they may feel like if you're showing the screenshots, they may feel like they don't have privacy. But if you're talking about a tweet that got deleted, and perhaps, you know, didn't necessarily come through, then yeah, Aaron, I did do yours. I pulled 2 cards for you. I pulled 3 oracle cards for you. So I pulled yours right before Kaizenko, I believe. Yeah, right before Cast Space for Aaron McDonald. Okay. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in. Moving forward, you're going to get ready to pretty much spark life force energy now that your body is ready to do it. We have the Lover's card and we have Strength. So sexual charging will help this. For those of you getting horny, it's because sexual energy is going to be instrumental in charging your bodies. Here's the last element, sex. That's what the Scorpio energy is for. That's why to awaken your abilities, especially if you're Pluto and Scorpio, some of you need, like a lot of, and if this resonates with you, please comment a fire sign emoji. A lot of you are a car that hasn't been charged. Like you're a car that has been worked on and they put the parts in, but now you need a jump. Okay. When your car gets jumped, what happens when your car gets jumped, but then you turn the car off? You need to get it jumped again. You need to drive the car for like 30 minutes or for like an hour. So you're going to get sexually jumped. And I don't mean beat up. Someone's going to sexually charge their energy. They're already charged. They're going to put you on and you're going to gain that electricity. And you need to harness that electricity from the full moon to the new moon. And then after that, you don't need to jump anymore. But sex is going to become an increasingly important mechanism to, through the intercourse, charge your energy, especially if you're Pluto Scorpio. Okay. There are different avenues for intercourse. Some of you can have sex with a mountain. Some of you can have sex with the sun and charge that. But physical intercourse is how your body will charge. So I don't want to get sexual here. I'm speaking of sex as a tool and mechanism to charge your chakras. The action of sex can sexually, literally charge energy. And because Scorpio is harnessed, this is what sex is going to trigger. So some of you may literally, through karma, attract literal sex from people. Some people it'll be one night stands, and it was really just for the purpose of charging. So keep that in mind. Literally just said it, chemistry. And of course, boom. Y'all stay blessed as always. And until next time.